Hello, 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 and so we're back with another thrilling, I don't know, episode of Coffee Time where we look at the news. More importantly, we go to the Daily Mail website because all life is there. Let's put our biases aside because Daily Mail website is always good for a laugh, right? And that's what we're here for. Now we're following up yesterday's story. Do you remember yesterday's story where the priest died after having a load of bum fun? Do you remember that? Well, they got the details. They've got the details. They've named him. He was an Anglican priest named Father Andrew Wagstaff. Here you go. This is the chap in question. You probably see him on the common. Meeting young folk. Converting them. Yeah, that was Dr. Father Andrew Wagstaff, 69. There you go. The jokes write themselves. But yeah, he was with his friend, identified only as Pastor B. The B stands, of course, for bum fun, at the rectory in Kalmthout, north of Antwerp, and he died in the early hours of Friday morning. He was there to meet the Pope. That's not going to happen now. But yeah, here he is again. There he is. He was the much-loved chaplain of St Boniface Church, Antwerp. Well, he retired to live in Ilkley in West Yorkshire. So yeah, but the important thing is, he went how he wanted. He went how he wanted to go. He waggled his staff. I imagine there was a lot of waggling of staff during that evening of fun, and now he's with the angels. Well, maybe he's not. Maybe he's down. Maybe he's in the other place. Just imagine if that was real. He ain't going to heaven. He ain't going to heaven, is he? So yeah, that's an ongoing case. The other priest was arrested. Don't take drugs. Do the bum fun. Bum fun's fine, but it's probably the drugs what killed him. Because not good. Oh, we've got some Bake Off news. Who watches Great British Bake Off? Anyone? No. Well, there's a new. It started last week, and there's a new cast in town. One of them is John Mincher, not Mincer. Here he is. Seems like a nice boy, and he's on the show. Some of his background has come out. Apparently, he used to work for Lloyd's Bank. Yeah, he works for the NHS now as a directorate support manager. They might want to keep an eye on him because when he was at the Lloyd's Bank, he headed the compliance unit in Penderford near Wolverhampton, and during this role, it's alleged that he misused a system intended to pay compensation to customers. Yeah. And stole thousands of pounds from the bank. Lloyd's Bank got rid of him. Yeah, a former co-worker said this was 7 years ago. But I could not believe when I saw him on Great British Bake Off. I spat my tea out. Loads of people remember what happened. The bosses accused him of stealing thousands. He was marched out of the office immediately. But yeah, and here he is last week being quite shocked by something that has a cake. Shocked by a cake, I imagine. But yeah, again, the Daily Mail did approach all parties involved for a comment, but the Lloyds Banking Group replied with, "We do not comment on individual colleagues." So, there you go. So, criminal past of Bake Off star. So there you go. What else have we got here? We've got some cool news. This is the story of Shahin Ahmed. Here he is. He's making a little video. He likes the old social media. Here he is. He's going, I'm the East End's Pablo Escobar, he said. This is in Tower Hamlets in East London. Well, he's bragging. They've seen him locked up for 9.5 years. Yeah. He appeared at Snaresbrook Crown Court on September 13th, and again charged with the supply of Class A drugs. The police raided 2 of his addresses and found a quantity of drugs and more than £60,000 in cash. And he bragged about running a drugs ring in the capital. They're not very smart, are they? They're not very smart. They think they're gonna, I think they get away with it. No one's watching. No one's watching. So yeah, a bit of an odd one. Meanwhile, we're going to Middlesbrough, and Wasim Benares, who owns Munchies in Middlesbrough, was left bawling with laughter after a customer left a cheeky request on their order. Now, the customer supposedly on a diet, and they ordered a 9-inch Texas barbecue pizza, as well as a waffle topped with double chocolate ice cream, chocolate sauce, and 2 cans of Dr. Pepper. And left this note. He said, not quietly, I'm supposed to be on a diet. Well, there you go. I don't think diets work like that. I think you've actually got to stop eating the food, or at least move a bit more. So yeah, not a good look. Not a good look. What else have we got? Here you go. Did you know? You do know, because if you've watched Coffee Time, you'll know that there is a big health crisis at the moment. I'm looking. Where's it gone? Where's the badger gone? Oh, it's because I've stuck it there. Very important. Very important. This is. There's a shortage of sperm, and remember, we love sperm. Remember that. I can put it back on the stand there because it's magnetic. But yeah, Britain's fertility regulator has raised the price of sperm. Yes. Previously, men were paid up to £35 a squirt per clinic visit to cover expenses. But now, donors in England, Wales and Northern Ireland will now receive £45. There you go. Under UK rules, men are permitted to help father 10 families overall, meaning you could make hundreds of pounds over the course of their appointments. Just going with different disguises, different names, couldn't you? Big moustache, maybe some glasses, bowler hat. So yeah, if you wanna get paid for knocking one out, £45 for a donation. There you go. I was hoping there were some pictures of sperm, but there isn't. There's only a picture of an egg, and that's not sperm. So there you go. So if you're a bit tight for money, you can always, give some jizz. Good news, everybody! The electricity bills are going up today. Woohoo! It's a 10% increase in the Ofgem energy price cap. Of course, it is, because it's getting colder. Because winter, just in case you don't know. Again, if you're down under, I guess it's summer, isn't it? It's all upside down. Apparently, they wear their hats on their feet down under, yeah, and their shoes on their head. It's true that. Who watched the Philip Schofield programme last night? I did, because I'm a horrible person. And I was making me very, and my missus, we were making all sorts of jokes about this thing where he's left on a desert island. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting show. I mean, do I have sympathy for him? Because he's kind of lost everything. Well, no, I don't. But I think if he'd have handled it differently, he might have come out of this with his career intact. Imagine if he'd have gone on the sofa, when he announced he was gay, if he'd have gone on the sofa and said, yeah, I'm a gay, and this is my mate, and brought the runner with him, and then they linked arms and says, we're together, I think, he might have been able to salvage his career. But because it's all about power, it's all about a man's power over somebody younger and more inexperienced, and that's what the public has an issue with. It'd be the same if he did it to a young lady. So I don't think he's going to be able to climb his way back. But I thought it was an interesting idea that we should put vilified people on desert islands. Next one should be Liz Truss, but none of her, because she's going around saying that, oh God, what was the phrase? Was it underground? I've got to get this right. Is it still trending? Please let it be trending. No, it is. Let me have a look. I've got to look this up because I've got to say it properly. She was making some speech, and I can't find it now. Where is it? It's all disappeared. But she was blaming something like an underground transgender mafia for her downfall. That's it, found it. She blames an underground transgender mafia for her downfall. Here she is, making said statement. She should be the next one on the desert island because she's the reason our mortgage is so much money now. No, it's not an underground transgender mafia. They're too busy masturbating to sissy porn. Just saying it as it is. And it shows you she's clearly quite deluded. You're incompetent, love. But yeah, I think she should be next on Schofield's Island. I think they should actually name it Schofield's Island and do a regular thing where, people that we don't like get sent to Schofield's Island. Oh dear. So yeah, that was yeah. But yeah, he's doing lots of confessionals about his father dying, and you see the human side of him, but he's still. I don't think he still takes responsibility for what he did, and I don't think he sees the wrongness of the situation. What else have we got? Mind you, they got the Conservative Party leader elections on at the moment. I reckon it's too close to call. Kemi Badenoch and Robert Jenrick are the two favourites, and there's a hair's breadth between them. So there you go. What else have we got? Oh no, I can't do that one. Here you go. Here's some health news. I think we have the more mature viewer on this. The older we attract the old farts, don't we? Yeah. Well, here's some health news. Right. It says there's only one thing guaranteed in life. No, there are two things. And that's death and taxes. They've forgotten the taxes part. But yeah, they reckon there's a new. They're getting closer to a new date of death test, right? And they reckon with a simple cheek swab, they can estimate your risk of dying within the next year by analysing any changes to DNA. This is a team from Tally Health, and that's a biotechnology company based in New York. And they've got this epigenetic clock called cheek age. Okay. Depends which cheek you swab, I guess. It can work out your biological age from easy collected cheek cells. And rather than a person's actual age, it analyses just how old the cells are. And biological age can be affected by things like genetics, stress, sleep, nutrition, smoking, and can be higher and lower than a person's actual age. And here's someone getting that done. So, would you, again, this is where we throw it out to the audience, would you have a death test? Scientists tested their method to see how well it predicted mortality from the cause of 1,513 men and women. And an analysis revealed that changes to DNA were significantly linked to mortality. Participants in the highest cheek age group were 148% more likely to die in a year compared to those in the lowest group. And their methods were even more accurate than other epigenetic clocks, which analyse blood, the team claims. Their findings were all retrospective, meaning that their methods were tested on participants who had already passed away. That's cheating. But yeah, you could. This could be a thing in the future where and then you imagine that. Imagine that. There's stories in that, aren't there? Ugh. I don't want to know. What else have we got? Good news, everybody. They reckon one way of getting us to tackle climate change is to return to, are you ready for this? Return to rationing. Yeah, the ration book. So, really? Yeah, they reckon that rationing could help us turn back the climate change clock. But they reckon in a survey that 40% of the public will welcome back the ration book to help fight climate change. No. Researchers from Uppsala University in Sweden surveyed almost 9,000 participants from India, Brazil, Germany and the US. They didn't ask us, did they? Because we'd have told them to do one. Their responses revealed that rationing for fuel and emission-intensive products such as meat is nearly as widely accepted as raising taxes. Lead author Oskar Lindgren, a PhD student at the university, says rationing might seem dramatic, but so is climate change. No, there is, but look, it's too late. We might as well just have a good time and enjoy it, right? And yeah, so this is some figures for you to look at. Just people are done. You can't. It's too late. We're done. It's over. It's over, folks. It's over. What else have we got? I know Boris Johnson's got his biography coming out. I don't think we'll cover that one. Oh, here we go. This is an odd one. We've got another tree that's been sabotaged. Remember that tree in the gap? Was it a sycamore gap, or did I just make that one up? Was cut down. Well, we're going down to Weymouth in Dorset, and this is that's what I said. It's sycamore. This is a sycamore tree that's there. It's in a remote, privately owned cove near Weymouth, and it's a perfect photo spot. But the owners returned from a 10-day holiday last week to find out a mystery saboteur had fatally wounded the tree with a saw. It'd been condemned by a tree surgeon and had to be cut down for safety reasons. And here is the damage to said tree. How strange. Why would you do that? I'm looking for a picture of it standing up. Here we go. As you can see, it's almost like a tropical beach, isn't it? There, look at that. And so yeah, let's have the tree cut down because somebody decided that they didn't like it. The owner of the land, David Askew, believes it was attacked in connection with a long-running dispute he'd been having with the council on access to a footpath onto his land. Oh my God, it's another footpath dispute. They never stop, do they? And yeah, someone's taken revenge on him. Yeah, Secluded Beach sits in the shadow of Sandsford Castle, an artillery fort built by Henry VIII. There we go. I'm Henry VIII, I am. No, just me then. Okay. Meanwhile, let's go to the Dell Care Home in Lowestoft in Suffolk, where Margaret Cargan turned 100. And how did they celebrate? How did they celebrate her birthday? Well, frankly, I want to report an attempted murder. They got this chap in. That's just wrong, isn't it? That's just wrong. And yeah, here he is posing with one of the residents. Hey, look, it's a job. It's a job. Someone's got to do it. I'm surprised the old girls weren't keeling over. Oh dear. He was getting around that day. Look at that. He's having a whale of a time. That's with resident Liz Brown there. Oh, mind you, I think some were just waiting for the bingo, aren't they? Just waiting for the bingo to start. So there you go. I wonder if they do it for the men. I wonder if if the fella's 100, he gets a stripper. But yeah, the butler named Chris was very, very popular. Very, very popular. And Margaret Cargan turned 100, whilst Mary Bryan and Elsie Ollis both were toasting becoming 95. There you go. So they shared him. And why not? Why not? There's a lot to go around, I think, isn't there? Of course, those are the photos that we can show. What else have we got? Can't do that one. Oh dear. Might keep that for later. How much have I done? Oh, I feel like I've done about 2 hours. Mind you, did you know Christmas is coming? Yes, it is, and the page has just refreshed itself just as I was about to click on a story about Christmas. Now I've got to find it again. Please let it still be there. Where are we? Just past the stripper. Here we go. Yeah, Christmas is coming. Can you hear the sleigh bells? Sorry, dog. Didn't mean to disturb you. Can we do dog cam? Will dog cam work? Let's see. Let's see if dog cam's working. Yes, it is. We have some dog cam. Yes, I've shut her in. She can't escape. So there you go. Yeah, Christmas is around the corner. And Hamleys, the toy shop in London, has unveiled its top toy predictions for this Christmas. Oh my goodness. No, I don't like that. This is the Arius as Alessandra fur white bonnet baby doll. No, I'm not having that. Oh, it's Play-Doh. We've got Marvel Hulk Smash and Squish Play-Doh. Okay, that's going to be popular. The Monster Rotary XL Electric Blaster with 32 dart cartridge. Comes in at £40. You can give it to the school shooter in your life. Now for practice. And this is a Mona singing doll for 30 quid. Transformers, still in style. That's the Lego's Transformer Bumblebee, £80. My goodness. 11-inch plush of Stitch from the Lilo and Stitch franchise, and that can move and giggle, a bit like me really. And Hasbro's Drop Trivia game, which has voice commands and sound effects. So it's a bit like Trivial Pursuit then, isn't it? And that could be fun. And we've got some Huggables. No? Okay. The remote control bulldozer stump bounce car. I like the tyres. You can do a 180 degree flip and has 360 degree rotation. Nice. Oh, LOL surprise dolls. Oh no, the big dead eyes. Oh, don't like them. Hey, Paw Patrol's back. Excellent. That's the Rescue Wheels Deluxe vehicle, which has outsized tyres, motorised winch, and a grappling hook. $44.99. And what's that one? That's Number Blocks. Number Blocks is still going. Jesus, I remember that. Number Blocks 5 musical superstar stage, which will cost you just shy of 50 quid. And some Terra Fried Gross Bucket, which is features a freaky figure, which I guess has nasty stuff in it. Okay, and that's that. So there you go. You better put your Christmas list in early with Father Christmas, so you can get all those goodies to you in time. Okay, maybe not then. What else have we got? This is a video. Just waiting for it to load up. 20 25-second clip, and there's an advert. I can skip it. Yeah, this is a binman in the borough of Newham. And he's attending the bins when suddenly it explodes. Wow, isn't that terrible? What happened there is somebody put an empty gas bottle, obviously in the rubbish, and as it was crushed, it blew up and exploded in the man's face. The incident took place on the 16th of August this year, but was shared by Newham Council, who begged residents to be more careful with what they put in the rubbish. It shows refuse worker Sean loading a bin into the compactor, and suddenly there's a huge explosion, and Sean recoils in pain. Yeah, so when the gas canister was compressed, it exploded, and he was showered with rubbish and debris. He was hospitalised with dizziness and hearing issues, and the rubbish truck was totaled, it was destroyed. But it's not the only time that's happened. This one is in Barnet, North London. And when did that happen? This was last week. Again, we've got another clip. And oh, there's always an advert. Oh, you caught me out there. You caught me out there. It's only a 25-second clip, and we've got a 20-second ad. It's like, really? But yeah, I've seen this one before. La 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 la. Are we good? And the van explodes again. Wow. Mind you, it looks like our local street. And the bins don't explode around here. That happened in Barnet, North London. Again, absolutely bonkers. That was released by Barnet Council, who said the explosion was caused by a combustible item. They're not sure what exactly that was put in the back of the van. So yeah, be careful what you bin. Right, okay. So let's lower the tone. Let's go to Austria. And this is a story of a man who took some magic mushrooms, and the 37-year-old ate 4 or 5 magic mushrooms. Right. Here's a picture of some from stock image. But he took some magic mushrooms, thinking he was going to have a great time, but he didn't. He didn't. Right. He blacked out. Right. And during this blackout, I reckon he took an axe to his penile shaft and chopped it into several pieces. Yeah. As he came to, he staggered out of his home and dragged himself down a nearby street, bleeding profusely, searching for help. He was immediately taken to the operating room. This is at 2 a.m. in the morning. He blacked out at 9 p.m, woken up at 2 a.m. And he was taken to hospital, where doctors got the bleeding under control, disinfected the myriad pieces of the man's penis that they found in the snow and soil-filled jar that had been collected. And they threw away some bits that were damaged, but they managed to reconstruct a penis using the head of the penis and the shaft. And after cleaning it all up, they managed to reattach the penis, even though it had been out without blood flow for 9 hours in total. And after inserting a catheter, the surgeon reconnected the tissue of the penis using dissolvable stitches. The scrotal skin was then sewn back, to the clean skin of the amputated part. Yeah. But then a week later, some of the newly constructed penis started to die because of necrosis. But during all of this treatment, the man was still experiencing hallucinations and even trying to break out of the hospital at one point. But doctors have found he's smuggled more magic mushrooms into the hospital room, finding a handful of them in his nightstand in the urology ward. Yeah, look, it's not good, is it? It's not. So yeah, and is an appropriate stock image there. Ooh, not good, not good, not good. So yeah, man on magic mushrooms amputates his own penis. We've got an animal story. This is the story of Alison Payne. She was walking through a farmer's field in West Sussex, near where she lived, with her dog. She was dog walker, and here she is. Here's the lady. It's Alison Payne, who's 55, and this is it. This is she was walking her Staffordshire Bull Terrier. And she was attacked by stampeding cows. This is back in August 2022. She was walking her dog Penny around the fields, and she went into a field which contained 20 cows. They were calving, and the calves were around 5 months old. So I guess the cows got a little bit maternal. No one saw what happened, as she was found later. The dog was found, and then they found her. This was a field off Rowner Road near Billingshurst. She was treated by paramedics and ambulance crews, but she was pronounced dead at the scene. But this is an inquest that's gone on. So a jury concluded that Miss Payne's death was an accident as a result of extensive critical injuries consistent with a trampling incident. She was also described as an animal lover and had been a vegetarian for many years. See, the cows didn't care. The cows didn't care about your vegetarianism. I've always said that they'd kill you as soon as look at you, those cows, especially chickens. If there were 7-foot chickens, we'd be in trouble. You know, those things, they'd peck our eyes out. Very sad story there of Alison Payne. You've got to be very careful around cows, especially when they're calving. They can get a bit protective, understandably. And but we do have another animal story. This is Irwin the emu, and Irwin's gone missing. Yeah. Here's another picture of Irwin, just in case you see him around. Lovely picture. That was a lovely picture, wasn't it? He was at the Malmesbury Animal Sanctuary in Wiltshire, and they said yesterday that he disappeared overnight, and the field that he was kept in, they noticed at the bottom of it was been flooded after the intense rainfall of the day, and they worry that he's been swept into a river. But there's hope, because they say emus are strong and natural swimmers. That's why they're asking people to keep an eye out for him. Locals have been asked to keep out for the animal, which may be having a rest in their garden to recover from the ordeal. And they've actually posted on Facebook. They've got some lovely pictures of him. I mean, I like his little haircut. Oh. So let's hope that they find Irwin alive and well. I didn't know that emus were strong swimmers, though. That's areas with a friend. So yeah, if you see an emu about down in the Wiltshire area, it could be Irwin, and we'll end it there. Right, let's see if there's anybody in. 9 people in, crikey. Almost as good as yesterday. Clive's in. He said, I love coffee time being back. Good, good. And Payne says, what have people got against sycamores? I don't know. Why would you, unless the tree was rotten and a danger to the public, why would you go out of your way to damage trees? Now, around here, it was in April, the local council planted a load of saplings, loads of them, because we've got a lot of green space around here, which is nice. That's why we like it here. And a couple of them along here, people have snapped them, cut them through. You can actually see, because it's a clean break. They're not, and there's two or three of them that they've cut through, and you go, why? People are weird. Yeah, don't get it. Payne says, I imagine those residents saying, oh look, it's a Zulu. Maybe. He's in. Said, hi Darren, good to see you back in coffee time. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And Payne adds, only 6 years, 2 months, 24 days-ish to Christmas 2030. Start saving now. You might need to. And Payne says, sad cow story. Indeed. And Payne says, emus had a war with Australians. Well, let's hope they find poor Irwin, because who knows where he's gone. Who knows where he's gone. But let's hope that there's a happy ending. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that. That was another coffee time for you. That was the news. Killing the channel one video at a time. You know, you got to drink it up. Ta-ta.